Welcome back to Timberborners. We're gonna build a train with the new mod system, and then you're gonna like the video because this song is hypnotic. Go buy some merch. Do. You are feeling sleepy. Yes, hello fellow engineers and welcome back to Timberborners. This is the lovely Isle of Enderbury, where we have been battling the rising floodwaters, although more recently we're getting longer and longer droughts. So the game's sort of returning back to the classic Timberborners gameplay, which we're not really set up for. Annoyingly, I feel like as soon as we finish our super duper mega dam, that basically just gains us the entire isle. I wouldn't be surprised if the droughts are so long that water never actually makes it down here and that was all a waste of wood. Still, we had fun getting to this point, right? Right? Anyone? Just me? Okay, just me. Anyway, last time you remember we unlocked loads and loads of mods. And you probably remember this one, the trains, which gives us all of these things. Now, looking at all the resources we need for all these pieces, we need planks. Obviously, that's for the railway sleepers. And then also scrap metal. And if we head over this way, you'll notice we have two scavenger flags over here. We've got Bob is engineer in that one. I feel like you're a bit wasted as a scavenger, Mr. Bob. And also Labradog. However, they have stopped collecting. They're literally just sat on their bums doing nothing. Not because there's no scrap metal to be taken, it's because our storage is full. We've got these two, they've both got 20 scrap metal inside. We need to build more scrap metal storage, so we'll do that straight away. So if we build a large industrial pile for 12 logs, I'll tell you what, I'd love to place that on there. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to tell my beavers, dig up those two berries, and I'm going to delete this path on here, which means I can build that on there facing that direction. Nice. I'm going to high prioritize that as well and tell them store scrap metal in there, please. And you might notice this is our district center. So I've built this within Enderbury's confines, not part of District 69. Nice. Because what I'm hoping is these guys, they should still store stuff there, even though it's part of a different district. And then I should be able to have like scrap metal in both of these, because I'm going to want the railway to span both districts. So first off, while they're building all that, let's unlock the actual train yard. We need 275 science, and we have 1.8 thousand. Thanks to the 4 beavers in here going absolutely to town on science, including, of course, the legendary scientist Nate. But let's not forget Relic, Turnvice, or Henry Ashman either. But yeah, thanks to them, we are unlocking the train yard, yes. And now we have access to all these track pieces, as well as ramps, goods stations, and waiting stations. So I guess we start off with a train yard. We need 40 planks, 15 gears, and 10 bits of scrap metal. Before we do that, I'm just going to check my resources in each of these locations. So Enderbury has planks, but no gears or scrap metal. Over in District 69, this is sort of my industrial area, remember? We started building up the top of these cliffs last time. Oh, look the dynamite in there. Yeah, so this has all the resources we need, basically, although no planks. Where's the planks at? Tell you what then, person in the gear workshop, soulless trucker, I'm gonna sack you, mate. You could potentially be a train trucker, if that's such a thing, and then we'll shove you in the plank factory. So that should be good. You can see, oh, these guys, they're bringing over scrap metal. Is that because, yes, this is now built. You just got to path that up. So train yard, we probably want to build over here. I'll tell you what, because can you see like the front of this? It's a that way sort of thing. We could start up here, although looking at it, the trains, oh, it's got a train line coming out of it. So maybe when you build a train, it literally comes out of this building. That would actually make sense. So maybe I don't want to build that up the top, because otherwise we're going to have to get down somehow. And what do these sloped tracks look like? Yeah, there are 2 and 1. So they go up by 1 and along by 2. So you would need a hell of a platform system to get down. Oh, it could be really cool. Like, oh, it could be really cool. I want to do it now. Yes, first off, how small are the corners? Because that's going to decide a lot of stuff. I think we've got like a 4x4 square, and we've got a 1x1 square. Oh, that's actually really useful. And then these T sections. Oh, they're the same. So they're big and small as well. Oh, nice. Okay. So I think what we need to do, we need to have basically a looped track from one station to another station, possibly to another station. I mean, shall I just train logs? I feel like that's like an easier build to do rather than going all the way up there. Okay, so I'm going to build up here because we've got space. We got space. So if I were to build a good station there, and then in order to get trains onto it, we need this guy. So I can build that there. And essentially I need to build a track up to this and then loop around. And then that joins the loop. Now the trouble, do these have like switches? How do I tell what way the train's gonna go? Right, well this really could end in tears, but I think this is sort of the right thing to do. So if we do a rail like that, from above, it literally looks like I've drawn half a very efficient railway. Anyway, so the theory here is a train will come up. Once it's come back from like a station from down here, it will come along there, it will drop all the goods off or pick them up, whatever, and then it will come around there and come back along this way. And then if we add any more trains, that should come out the train yard and just come up like that. I don't know, like if a train's coming along here, how do I know if it's going to go left or straight? I don't know. It could end in tears, but we then need to get our railway all the way down. So we're going to have to demolish some of these trees. I mean, or we could just give them a wide berth, to be honest. Yeah, I could unlock a side platform 1-1, and if I plonk them there, I could give myself more space to do this turny thing. Oh, I feel like that's probably how you do it. A one-way signal track. Yeah, tell you what then, we're gonna need more space. Let's do it. We got one-way track there. We'll have one-way track coming up that way and going that way, which means when we shove a T in there, trains can only go around in that direction clockwise. So in this good station, we'll have the same thing. So we got one-way track coming out that way, got one way there, one way there. So I think basically we've created a loop here, which means trains can only go like looping around that. Like a train can never come back into the station. They can come out the station fine, or whatever this is called, the train yard. Sorry. Hang on, what's going on? What's going on in District 9? We've got no water. Why is there no water? So in there, Blue Terror 22 is pumping his wood like you would not believe. Like, look at those strokes. They are professional level log pumping there. But it's not enough, essentially. Not to satisfy. How many beavers? Blimmin' hell, we got 20 beavers over here. Okay, so we just need more water, essentially. So I guess I could just add this to this massive pond up here. So we can shove one there. And we can't really shove one there without mirroring. And there is no mirror button in this game, although actually I think there was a mod for mirror that I saw, but for now we've just super high priority this. Oh look, the Easter egg. Oh, can't believe I missed that. Anyway, since we do have dynamite on this side, might be worth unlocking that finally, 600 science, and then just using that to get rid of some of these areas. Because I think if I were to dynamite those three, anyway, after another day we can detonate those. So we've got a bit of water. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm literally an idiot. I'm an absolute architect of a person. I can't believe I've done that. I just had to put 2 dam pieces there. Oh no. Well, I did have to dynamite that one out to get the stick down. But yeah, all I wanted to do was build dams on there so that I could build a water pump on top like that. Oh, I'm such a knob sometimes. Anyway, we'll leave that to be built and then see how we're getting on with the train tracks. Not gonna lie, it seems like pretty slow progress. Anyway, let's get building the track anyway. And down here I can see those dandelions have finally been dug up, so we can get our ramp across and keep going. Although we'll probably have to do a bit of some turns down there. Anyway, I guess we need like platforms. Although I'm looking at the steel bridges because these say they take trains. I think normal bridges, yeah, allows beavers to pass over gaps, the suspension bridge. But these steel bridges, which is part of a mod, allows paths, shafts, and trains between mountains. So essentially, if I were to get those, that would be amazing. But we're quite far off on the old science. But perhaps we can plan for where we want that. So let's say we go for the biggest one. It'll be a 5x5. So if I unlock the triple platform, so we just got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can get to there. So if that has track on it going that way, then we can do another bridge. Oh, are we just going to do like a mega bridge over everything? That would be incredible. Anyway, for now, we'll whip these scientists into action and we'll see you in a minute. Right, so we've just skipped an entire season. Thankfully, not a lot happened, though they did finish this. And also, we're up to 3,900 science. So first things first, let's unlock this steel bridge 5 by 1. It's going to take a lot of steel, but that'll be fine. Yep, spend the science on that. Oh my goodness, look at this bridge. Oh, I didn't realize it was like... So that's actually a 10 by 1 bridge, because the truss at the end is only at the end. Oh, so essentially we can place that there. I can get rid of this platform in the middle. Going to be a bit of a waste, but still. Apparently it says it's too far from a district and cannot be reached by builders. What? Why not? So if I do that, the area... Oh, because there's a railway in the way, they literally can't build it. So do I need to delete that piece? And then that piece of rail as well. Okay, so now it can be built. Oh, that's actually quite annoying. That's going to be really annoying. So beavers can't walk on railways, it seems. Still, that bridge can be built now. So that finishes there. So basically, we need to go 5 stops over to get the next piece of bridge in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the bridge span. So I guess we start there, right? So I've done a triple tower, then a double tower, and then the bridge can go... Yeah, like that, and it fits perfectly. Oh, look at that. We've got our first bridge in Enderbury. Yeah, so can I then... Oh, it seems I can't build another one from that platform, so I need the same platform next to it. That's fine. So we've got that up, and then we'll do another bit of bridge. Will that take us over the water pumps? It might not, actually. No, I think in order to get over, we're going to have to move that across. So we won't do that. We'll add a few more platforms, and then we'll bridge afterwards. Because I think then we can platform from that point, and we should meet with this. Yeah, perfectly. That is decent. Right, so I've started building over this way. Now I actually have a plan for this later on. So this is the underground ruins. It's basically an unlimited supply of scrap metal. The trouble is, if we press escape, you can see it's literally at the bottom of the sea. So we're going to have to try and get to that later. However, what I need to ensure is that my bridges give this enough space. They like properly span over it. Or even actually, I might want to avoid this completely. Like we could build maybe our train station could go down here somewhere. Because yeah, that is already a nice bridge. I feel like that's probably long enough actually. Going across this sea, like look how deep it is. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. So we're gonna demolish those, and then where do we want to end up? I feel like somewhere around here. So I think what I'll do, I'll platform on top of this and on top of that, and then I'm just going to do a cheeky platform over there as well. The goods station can then go, oh, running on top of the dam. That is wicked. Wicked, wicked. Train station is massive. All right, so we just need a loopy back bit. Rather than platforms, I think I will actually do levees. We don't need the space underneath these. We did here because we got a path under there. So that's why I did that in platforms. For this one, we'll just levy that. And then, I mean, I could do it there, but that needs an extra levy. Oh no, I will do it there. I will do it there. Doing it outside means we're not losing land. If we do it on the inside, this water here, it's gonna evaporate at some point because it's within our dam. Although we do need to close up the dam. But yeah, it makes more sense to do that on the outside. Then we can do a loop back around. Do I need the one way? I'm not entirely sure how trains work. Like, how does it know not to just keep going around in a circle there? Does it know to come back out? Also, how long are trains? Is it going to crash into itself? So many questions. Anyway, really like the idea of running the railway on top of this dam. Just a case of how do we get down from up here? So question, if I do a 4x4, can I get the longer turn in? I want that one. Oh, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. Although, weirdly, that one does. Why doesn't that work? But this one does. That makes no sense. Anyway, since there's 3 trees there, I'll do it back that way. Go forward there, and then we need to start going down. So we'll do our platform setup like that. And we do doubles and then singles at the bottom. And then that is the same height as the top of here. So I think that means we can do something like that. Do straight track in between all of those. And then we do the ramps up there. So we just got a massive ramp up to the bridge. So then that is our railway. So I guess we'll just have to wait years and years and years for that to be built. In the meantime, quite intrigued to see how the actual train works. So I remember this building is the train yard. So yeah, we got create train. Oh, it's got to take the cost of one train, 20 planks and 15 scrap metal. Does it then need like carriages or whatever? And also, what the hell are these? There's like color coding going on. What do they do? Am I meant to join them together?
I don't know, Jeff.
Yeah, anyway, I've just noticed we've got a lot of injured beavers over here. Why are you guys so injured? Like, go to the health thing. We do have, yeah, look there. Oh, someone's in it. There's already a beaver in there. Yeah, Pap Lapel 23's in there. Perhaps we need more of of those then, because a lot of our beavers are getting hurt. Look at the popularity. It's just like a completely solid green bar. Okay, I'll tell you what. I did say I was going to look after my beavers this time. So where is it? Medical bed. I mean, we've got quite a nice gap there. Let's shove that there. What are you doing up there? You looking at the railway? Old Colvane wants to be a railway engineer, do they? Well, we can make that happen. Anyway, considering it's only been a day, there's actually a load of resources in this steel bridge. We've got loads of planks, loads of metal blocks. So that might get built quicker than I expected. In the meantime, I should probably go and like check everything else is okay. I can see water levels have not risen very much. And in the middle here, like where's all the food? I mean, I think most of it died because the water situation. Oh yeah, now I've got dynamite. That's what I was going to do. I was going to do like a trench or look at the water dump, wasn't I? Yeah, well, I made space for the water dump. Yeah, it's a 2x1. So basically, if I just shove some dynamite there and then do a hole, and off some waiting, there it is. Boosh. I actually made it a little bit deeper as well. I think that's going to be sensible. And we can then say build a water dump there. Now, what I think this does is people grab water from the water pumpers, and then the person in this building, they like literally dump it down the hole, and that hydrates the land in an area. Now, how big the area is, I don't know, but ideally it would cover all of this. Otherwise, I might have to do like another one over here or something. But I think for now, that will work fine. We just got to wait for it to get built. In the meanwhile, I think we've done all the dam. I need to keep building the dam. It looks like I didn't bother building this edge because, yeah, any construction is going to mess with this path, and that's a critical route from this log storage area. So what it might be worth doing, can I say don't plant trees there and then shove a path up there, and then hopefully I can delete this path without anything bad happening, right? Yeah, so all these buildings up here, they still have lines to them, which means that it's still in range of the district center. Nice. Okay, so I'm basically just going to replace all these paths with a load of levees. Now, the only trouble with doing this, as I said before, 3 days into a wet season and the water level is still extremely low. So by the time we actually build all this, it might have been for nothing. We shall have to see. The other thing I want to do, I'm going to have to raise these water pumpers. I think I'll just make them like the same as those. For now, though, I think we probably need the water, do we? What are we on? 195? Oh, it might be okay. Yeah, sod it. So, Spirit Bear, you're sacked, mate. Sorry about that. J5 Exploder. Oh, did you pump your log too much? You're sacked also. I'll then say build levees like that, and I will just shove them on top. So if I just double thickness that wall, you can shove water pumpers on there. You can then do steps up to both of those, shove a path down there, and then that should be good. And the best thing, that will be like season round water pumping, unlike the two over this side. Actually, I should probably, yeah, they have to go because water shouldn't ever come back in now. So yeah, we'll delete those two, and then we should gain a load of resource for that. Now, the only hole we need to clog up is this one here. Currently, that is the route for over this direction where they're getting all the berries from. And what I wanted to do for this one is use another mod, the tunnel mod. So in Paths and Structures, it sort of looks like a beehive, but it's actually a tunnel. And there's all sorts of tunnels. There's tunnels through like actual land of various lengths, up to 9. Blimmin' hell. That costs 23,000 science. Who came up with that? Or the tunnel through levee, which is probably what I want to do. 1,000 science to unlock. Thankfully, we've got 2.2 left over, so we will unlock that. Oh no, looking at it. Oh, it's a 3. I was hoping to put it there, but it's 3 wide. Oh, so essentially, I've got to get rid of those stairs. I can literally do that. That's like the world's most pointless stairs. Anyway, so we'll delete that. Should probably shove a platform there because water does flow through there. I don't want to dam it up. So platform like that. You can then delete those two, and then presumably a tunnel will fit there now. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, so that should work perfectly. I need to super high prioritize all of this stuff. Because at the moment, there's no berries getting to our base, and also this is where the industrial storage is for the scrap metal. So we can't get that into Enderbury at the moment. Thankfully, beavers are on the case, so they're heading. Are you heading along the top? Oh no, you're building. Why are you building that? That's low priority. This is super high priority. Come build this, you knobs. Who is that? Cloud of methane. You're nearly a very nice age, but still. Here we go. This one has the right idea. Good old Lucas Lejungloff. That's probably definitely not how you pronounce that name. Still, I appreciate your effort. Unlike all of you guys, why are you building that? You knobs. Anyway, once that's done, levee on top, rail on top of that, and then we should have a train network ready to go. Oh, do I actually... Oh, I don't say I actually need to build rails on this. Yeah, if you look at this close up, can you see my railway goes up to there? It looks like I then have to build railway on top of that. Oh, I do. Oh, that's going to be way more resource than I realized. Anyway, we'll go along putting rail... I mean, I had to put on the platforms anyway. Forgot about that. And we'll go along doing that. And then we'll get... Oh, look. They've built this one. So if I railway all of that to there and then do the one-wayer, now I assume, can they, with all that there, can they actually build the next bit of bridge? I think they can, because I was a bit worried. I was like, how are they actually going to build this? But I think if they just work their way across, I mean, I probably have to low prioritize all these rails, because if they build the rails, they can't walk on that. So, I saw that. He literally heard me saying that, and he was like, oh, I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care. Anyway, I since found out they couldn't actually build that from one side, so I had to build this like temporary scaffolding. I'm going to have to do that with all these blooming platforms. Quite annoying. But anyway, they're up there now, and you can see if we click on that, they're actually building this bit of bridge. Look, it's getting resources. And the first span is in. We're just waiting for the rails to go on there. But look at that. It's so cool. Oh, I'm so pleased there's like more than one sort of bridge now. The suspension bridge was all right, but like you can't beat a truss bridge. Anyway, that's going to take quite a bit of building, so we will leave the beavers doing that. Worth noting though, down here, if we click on that, look, the tunnel is in, and the tunnel doesn't, or maybe it does. I assume the tunnel didn't let water through. Perhaps it does, because this is still flooded. And we can see that beaver, he's just gone straight through. Legend. So yeah, that's another thing we're going to have to test, actually, whether we can actually get rid of the water in here. I mean, I guess we could get a log pumper set up. Yeah, it didn't really occur to me that that would be underwater constantly on this side. Oops. Right, anyway, guys, we're going to leave that there because the beavers, they need some time to build the bridges. But for now, I'll say peace, love, and trust bridge. Bye, guys.